The Tireless Feet. Chapter 1. The Small Town. Leo lives in a small town. The town is quiet. It has one main street. The street has a few shops. There is a food shop, a book shop, and a clothes shop. The houses in the town are small. They have gardens. People in the town are friendly. They always say hello. Leo is a young man. He has brown hair and blue eyes. He is tall. Leo is a happy person. He likes his town, but he wants to see the world. He reads books from the bookshop. The books are about far places. They are about big mountains, wide oceans, and busy cities. Leo looks at the pictures in the books. He thinks, I want to see these places. I want to see the world with my own eyes. Leo works in the food shop. He puts food on the shelves. He helps people find things. He works every day from Monday to Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, he does not work. On these days, he walks. He walks around his small town. He knows every street. He knows every house. Then, he walks outside the town. He walks into the fields. The fields are green in the summer. They are yellow in the autumn. He sees cows and sheep. They eat grass. The animals are quiet. Leo likes the quiet. One day, Leo makes a big decision. He thinks, I will walk across the country. I will start from my small town and walk to the big ocean on the other side. This is a very long walk. His country is big. It has forests, mountains, and big cities. Leo is not scared. He is excited. He feels a happy feeling in his heart. He tells his family about his plan. His mother is worried. She says, it is a long way. Leo, is it safe? I will be careful, Mum. Leo says, I am strong. His father smiles. He says, you have tireless feet, my son. You always walk. This is a good adventure for you. Leo prepares for his journey. He buys a big backpack. A backpack is a bag you carry on your back. He puts many things in the backpack. He puts a small tent. A tent is a small house for sleeping outside. He puts a sleeping bag. A sleeping bag is a warm blanket for sleeping. He puts a map. A map shows the roads and places. He puts a water bottle. He puts some food. The food is simple: bread, cheese, and apples. He also puts a small notebook and a pen. He wants to write about his journey. He wants to write about the places he sees and the people he meets. The day comes. It is the first day of his big walk. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. It is a beautiful morning. Leo's family and friends come to say goodbye. His mother gives him a hug. Be safe, Leo, she says. His father shakes his hand. Enjoy your walk, he says. His friends wave. Send us a postcard, they shout. Leo smiles at everyone. He feels happy and a little sad. He will miss his town. He will miss his family. But the adventure is waiting. He puts his backpack on. It is heavy, but his legs are strong. He looks at the long road in front of him. The road goes out of the town and into the big, wide country. Goodbye, Leo shouts. He turns and starts to walk. His feet move on the road. One foot, then the other. Left, right, left, right. His journey begins. The man with the tireless feet is on his way. Chapter 2. The Green Forest. Leo walks for many days. He leaves his small town far behind. The road is long. Sometimes he sees cars. Sometimes he sees other people. He always smiles and says hello. After 3 days, the road goes into a forest. The forest is very big. The trees are tall. Their leaves are many shades of green. Some are light green, some are dark green. The sun comes through the leaves. It makes small, bright circles on the ground. Leo loves the forest. It is quiet. He cannot hear cars. He can hear the birds. The birds sing beautiful songs. He can hear the wind in the trees. The wind sounds like a soft whisper. He walks on a small path. The path is made of earth. It is soft under his feet. He sees many small animals. He sees a red squirrel. It runs up a tree very fast. He sees a family of deer. They are eating leaves. They look at Leo with their big, brown eyes. They are not scared. Leo is quiet. He does not want to scare them. In the evening, Leo finds a good place to sleep. He finds a small, open area near a river. The river is clear. He can see the stones at the bottom. The water makes a gentle sound. It is a peaceful sound. Leo takes off his backpack. He takes out his small tent. He puts the tent up. It is a small, blue tent. It is his home for the night. He takes out his sleeping bag. He is hungry. He sits by the river and eats his food. He eats bread and cheese. He drinks water from his bottle. The water from the river looks clean, but his mother told him to be careful. He will use his bottle. The sun goes down. The sky changes color. It becomes orange and pink. Then, it becomes dark blue. The stars come out. There are so many stars. In his town, he cannot see so many stars because of the lights from the houses. Here, in the forest, the sky is full of them. They look like small diamonds. Leo lies in his tent. He is warm in his sleeping bag. He thinks about his day. He thinks about the tall trees and the quiet animals. He's happy. This is very different from his life in the small town. He writes in his notebook. He writes, "Today, I walked in a big forest. It is beautiful. The trees are like tall green giants. I saw a deer. The world is a wonderful place." He sleeps well. The sound of the river helps him sleep. He stays in the forest for 4 days. Every day, he walks. He sees new things. He sees a small waterfall. The water falls over rocks. It makes a loud, exciting sound. He sees a very old tree. The tree is so big, Leo cannot put his arms around it. He thinks the tree is maybe 500 years old. One day, he meets a person. It is an old woman. She is picking mushrooms in a basket. She has a kind face and white hair. "Hello," says Leo. "Hello, young man," she says. Her voice is soft. "Are you lost?" "No," says Leo. "I am walking across the country." The woman smiles. "That is a long journey. You are brave. Are you hungry?" "A little," Leo says. The woman gives him a small, warm pie from her basket. "It is a mushroom pie," she says. "I made it this morning." Leo eats the pie. It is delicious. It is the best pie he has ever eaten. "Thank you," he says. "Thank you very much." "You are welcome," she says. "Be careful on your journey. The forest is big." Leo feels good. A small act of kindness from a stranger makes him very happy. He writes about the woman and her pie in his notebook. On the 5th day, he sees the end of the forest. The trees become smaller. He can see a big, open sky in front of him. He is a little sad to leave the forest. It was a peaceful place. But he is also excited. A new place is waiting for him. His feet are not tired. He feels strong. He walks out of the forest and into the bright sunshine. The road is in front of him again. He looks at his map. The map shows that a big city is next. He has never been to a big city. He wonders what it will be like. Chapter 3. The busy city. The road to the city is wide and flat. There are more cars now. The cars are fast. The noise is loud. This is very different from the quiet forest. Leo walks for 2 more days. He sees the city from far away. It looks like a collection of giant boxes. The buildings are very tall. They touch the sky. He has never seen buildings so tall. He walks into the city. Everything is moving. People are walking fast on the sidewalks. They are talking on their phones. They do not say hello. They look at the ground or at their phones. The streets are full of cars, buses, and taxis. They are yellow, red, and blue. The noise is a mix of car horns, engines, and people talking. It is a loud symphony of city life. Leo feels small in the big city. He looks up at the tall buildings. They are made of glass and steel. The sun reflects on the glass. It is very bright. He is hungry. He sees many places to eat. There are small cafes and big restaurants. The smell of food is everywhere. He smells coffee, bread, and pizza. It all smells so good. He finds a small park. A park is a green place in a city. It has trees and benches. He sits on a bench and eats his lunch. He has bread and an apple. Some people in the park are eating too. They eat sandwiches from paper bags. A young woman sits on the same bench. She has a friendly smile. "Hi," she says. "Are you a tourist?" "Hello," Leo says. "Yes, I think so. I am walking across the country." The woman's eyes open wide. "Wow, that's amazing. My name is Clara." "I'm Leo. It's nice to meet you." "Where are you from?" Clara asks. "I'm from a small town. It's very quiet," Leo explains. "This city is not quiet," Clara laughs. "It's always busy, but it's a great place. There are many things to see." Clara tells Leo about the city. She tells him about the museum, the big bridge, and the famous market. "You should visit the city museum," she says. "You can learn about the history of this place." "That sounds interesting," Leo says. "Thank you for the information." They talk for a long time. Clara works in an office in one of the tall buildings. She likes the city, but sometimes she wants to be in a quiet place, like a forest. "Your journey sounds like a dream," she says. The next day, Leo visits the city museum. It is a very big building with stone columns. Inside, it is quiet. He sees old things from the city's past. He sees old pictures, old clothes, and an old car. He learns that the city was once a small town, just like his town. Over many years, it grew and grew. He spends the whole day in the museum. He reads everything. He looks at everything. It is very interesting. In the evening, he walks to the big bridge. Clara told him about it. The bridge crosses a wide river. Many cars are on the bridge. He walks on a special path for people. He looks at the water. He sees the lights of the city in the water. The city is beautiful at night. The tall buildings have lights on. They look like giant, colorful candles. Leo stays in the city for 3 days. He sleeps in a small, cheap hotel. A hotel is a building with many rooms for travelers. His room is very small, but it has a soft bed and a warm shower. It feels good to wash and sleep in a real bed. He walks everywhere in the city. His feet are not tired. He likes the energy of the city. It is exciting. He eats new food. He tries pizza for the first time. It is a flatbread with cheese and tomatoes. It is very, very good. He also tries noodles from a small shop. A man cooks the noodles in a big pan with fire. It is exciting to watch. He writes in his notebook every night. He writes, "The city is big and loud. The buildings are so tall. I met a new friend, Clara. She is very kind. I ate pizza. I love pizza. The city is a good place, but I am ready to see the mountains now." On the 4th day, he leaves the city. He says goodbye to the tall buildings and the busy streets. He walks on a road that goes east. His map shows that the mountains are next. He feels a little sad to leave. The city was an exciting adventure, but he is a man of the road. His tireless feet want to walk. They want to climb. The mountains are calling him. Chapter 4. The High Mountains. The road after the city becomes steep. It goes up and up. Leo is walking into the mountains. The air becomes cooler. The sun is still warm, but the wind is cold. The mountains are huge. They look like big, sleeping giants. Some are covered in green trees. Some are just gray rock. The highest mountains have white snow on their tops. The snow is there even in the summer. Leo's legs work hard. Walking uphill is difficult. He breathes more heavily, but he feels strong. Every step is a small victory. He looks back and sees the road below. It looks like a long, thin ribbon. The world looks so big from here. He walks for 2 days, always going up. He sees fewer cars. He sees more birds. He sees big eagles flying high in the sky. They fly in big circles. They look free and powerful. At night, it is much colder than in the forest or the city. Leo wears a warm jacket. He puts his tent in a place protected from the wind. He finds a spot behind some big rocks. He makes a small fire. The fire is warm and bright. He sits by the fire and looks at the stars. The stars in the mountains are the brightest he has ever seen. They feel so close, like he can touch them. One afternoon, he meets a shepherd. A shepherd is a person who looks after sheep. The shepherd is an old man with a weathered face. His face is brown from the sun and the wind. He has a long wooden stick. He's with his dog and many sheep. The sheep are eating the short green grass on the mountainside. "Hello," Leo says, breathing hard from the walk. The shepherd looks at him. "Hello," he replies. His voice is deep and calm. "It's a long way up." "Yes, it is," Leo says. "But the view is beautiful." "The mountains are beautiful, but they are also dangerous," the shepherd says. "The weather can change fast. Sun 1 minute, storm the next. Be careful." "I will," Leo says. "Thank you." The shepherd's name is Ben. He has lived in the mountains his whole life. He knows every rock and every path. He tells Leo about a safe path to the top of the nearest mountain. "The view from the top of Old Man Mountain is the best," Ben says. "You can see the whole world from there." Leo decides to climb Old Man Mountain. The next morning, he leaves his big backpack with Ben. Ben has a small stone house in the valley. Leo takes only a small bag with water, some food, and his map. The climb is hard. The path is narrow and rocky. Sometimes he uses his hands to help him climb. He is careful. He remembers Ben's words. He watches the sky. The sky is clear and blue. After 3 hours of climbing, he reaches the top. He is tired. He is sweating. But when he looks around, he forgets his tired body. The view is incredible. It is more beautiful than any picture in his books. He can see everything. He sees the green valleys below. He sees other mountains, blue and gray in the distance. He sees small lakes that shine like mirrors. He feels like he is on top of the world. The wind is strong here. It blows his hair. He feels a great sense of freedom and peace. He sits on a rock and eats his lunch. He eats bread and cheese. It is the best lunch of his life because of the view. He feels so small and the world feels so big. He understands why Ben loves the mountains. He writes in his notebook. He cannot find the right words to describe the beauty. He just writes, "I am on top of the world. I can see forever. I feel so happy." He stays on the top for an hour. He does not want to leave, but he knows he must go down before the afternoon. The weather can change. The walk down is easier, but he must still be careful. He arrives back at Ben's small house in the late afternoon. "Did you see it?" Ben asks, smiling. "Yes," Leo says. "It was perfect. Thank you." Leo stays one more night near Ben's house. Ben invites him for dinner. They eat a simple stew with potatoes and vegetables. It is warm and delicious. They sit by the fire and Ben tells stories about the mountains. He tells stories about big snowstorms, and about the animals that live there. The next day, Leo says goodbye to Ben. He feels strong. The mountain has tested him, and he has passed the test. His feet are not tired. They are ready for the next part of the journey. He walks down from the mountains. The road goes down and down. The air becomes warmer. He looks at his map. After the mountains, there is a long, flat land that goes all the way to the ocean. The ocean, the final destination of his long walk. He feels a new wave of excitement. He has seen the forest, the city, and the mountains. Now, he will see the great, wide ocean. Chapter 5, The Sandy Beach. After leaving the mountains, Leo walks across a wide, flat land. This part of the country is full of farms. He sees fields of yellow wheat and green corn. The fields are very big. They stretch to the horizon. The sky above is huge and blue. Leo walks for many days. The sun is warm on his back. He sees farmers working in the fields. They drive big green tractors. They wave to Leo, and Leo waves back. The life here is simple and slow. It reminds him of his own small town. He sleeps in his tent next to the fields. At night, he hears the sound of crickets. It is a peaceful sound. He eats his simple food, and writes in his notebook. He is getting closer to the ocean. He can feel it. One morning, he notices something different in the air. It is a special smell, a salty smell. He has never smelled it before, but he read about it in his books. It is the smell of the sea. He walks faster. He is very excited. The salty smell gets stronger. Then, he hears a new sound. It is a low, constant roar. It is the sound of the waves. He climbs a small hill, and then he sees it. The ocean. It is bigger than he ever imagined. It is a huge, endless plate of blue and green water. It goes on and on until it meets the sky. The sun shines on the water, and it sparkles like a million diamonds. Leo runs down the hill. He runs onto the beach. The beach is a long strip of soft, yellow sand. He takes off his shoes and socks. He puts his feet in the sand. The sand is warm and soft. It feels wonderful. He walks to the water. A wave comes and touches his feet. The water is cool and wet. Leo laughs. He is so happy. He has made it. He has walked all the way from his small town to the big ocean. He drops his backpack on the sand. He runs into the water. He is not a good swimmer, so he stays in the shallow part. The waves push him gently. He tastes the water. It is salty, very salty. He spends the whole day on the beach. He walks along the shore. The sand is full of beautiful shells. He collects some of them. They are white, pink, and brown. He will take them home as souvenirs. He watches the seabirds. They fly over the water, looking for fish. They dive into the water very fast. In the evening, he sits on the sand and watches the sunset. The sun is a big, orange ball. It slowly goes down into the water. The sky and the water turn into amazing colors. Orange, red, purple, and pink. It is the most beautiful sunset he has ever seen. He decides to stay by the ocean for a few days. He finds a small town by the beach. The town is a fishing village. The houses are small and painted in bright colors, like blue, yellow, and red. There are many boats on the beach. He finds a small room to rent. It is in the house of an old fisherman named Sam. Sam is a kind man with a big, white beard. His skin is dark from many years in the sun. "So, you walked all the way here?" Sam asks. He is very impressed. "Yes," Leo says. "I wanted to see the ocean." "Well, you are here now," Sam says, laughing. "The ocean is a good place. It gives us food. It gives us work. It is our life." The next day, Sam takes Leo on his boat. It is a small wooden boat. The engine is loud. They go out onto the sea. The land becomes a thin line in the distance. Leo feels a little scared, but also very excited. The boat goes up and down on the waves. Sam shows Leo how to fish. He gives Leo a fishing line. They wait patiently. Suddenly, Leo feels a pull on his line. It is a fish. He pulls it in. It is a small, silver fish. It is the first fish he has ever caught. He is very proud. They catch many fish. When they come back to the shore, Sam's wife, Maria, cooks the fish for dinner. They grill the fish over a fire on the beach. They eat the fish with bread and salad. It is the freshest, most delicious fish in the world. Leo stays with Sam and Maria for a week. He helps Sam with the boat. He learns about the ocean. He learns the names of different fish. He learns about the tides, when the water comes in and goes out. He walks on the beach every day. He loves the feeling of the sand and the sound of the waves. His tireless feet are resting, but they are happy. He writes in his notebook, "I have reached the ocean. It is bigger and more beautiful than my dreams. I met Sam and Maria. They are good people. I caught a fish. I ate it for dinner. Life by the sea is hard work, but it is a good life. I think I can stay here forever." But Leo knows he cannot stay forever. His journey is not over. He has walked across the country. Now, he must walk back. He wants to see his family and his small town again. He wants to tell them all his stories. He decides to take a different way home. He will walk along the coast for a while, and then turn back inland. There are still many things to see. He says goodbye to Sam and Maria. Maria gives him a bag of cookies for the road. Sam gives him a beautiful seashell to remember the ocean. Sam says, "I will never forget it." Leo says he puts the shell carefully in his backpack. He puts his shoes back on. He feels rested and strong. He looks at the ocean one last time. Then, he turns and starts walking again. The man with the tireless feet is on his way home. Chapter 6. The way home. Leo's journey home is different. He's not walking towards a new, unknown place. He is walking towards something familiar, his home. The feeling is different. It is a warm, happy feeling. He walks along the coast for many days. The ocean is always on his left side. He sees many small fishing towns. Each town is a little different, but the people are all friendly. They are used to seeing travelers. The weather is warm. He often stops to swim in the ocean. He is a better swimmer now. He's not afraid of the waves. After 2 weeks, he turns inland. He says goodbye to the ocean and its salty smell. The road takes him through green countryside again. He walks through villages and small towns. He sees children playing in the streets. He sees old people sitting on benches, talking. He has many memories now. When he sees a forest, he remembers the big, green forest from the start of his journey. He remembers the kind woman who gave him a pie. When he sees a hill, he thinks of the high mountains and the amazing view from the top. He thinks of Ben the shepherd. When he sees a river, he thinks of the big river in the city and the beautiful bridge. He thinks of his friend, Clara. His backpack is a little heavier now. It has the shells from the beach. It has a small, smooth stone from the top of Old Man Mountain. It has a postcard of the big city. These are his treasures. His notebook is almost full. It is full of his stories, his thoughts, and his feelings. He reads it sometimes in the evening. It is like living the journey all over again. One day, he is walking through a small village. He sees a school. The children are outside, playing. A teacher is watching them. The teacher sees Leo on his big backpack. "You're a traveler," the teacher says with a smile. "Yes, I am." Leo says, "The children are learning about our country. They are learning about the different places. Would you like to talk to them? You can tell them about your journey." Leo is a little nervous. He has never spoken to a big group of people, but he says yes. He goes into the classroom. The children are all sitting at their desks. They are looking at him with big, curious eyes. There are about 20 children. Leo stands at the front of the class. He tells them about his journey. He tells them about his small town. He tells them about the big forest and the deer he saw. He tells them about the busy city and the tall buildings. He shows them his postcard. He tells them about the high mountains. He shows them the smooth stone. He tells them how it feels to be on top of Thewald. He tells them about the ocean. He describes the big waves in the salty water. He shows them the beautiful shell Sam gave him. The children pass the shell around. They hold it to their ear. "You can hear the ocean," one little girl says. The children ask him many questions. "Were you scared?" asks a boy. "Sometimes, a little," Leo says, "but I was more excited than scared." "Were your feet tired?" asks another girl. Leo laughs. "My father says I have tireless feet. They get tired sometimes, but after a good rest, they are ready to go again." He talks for an hour. The children love his stories. The teacher thanks him. "You have brought the country into our classroom," she says. "Thank you." Leo feels very happy. Sharing his story makes him feel good. He understands that his journey is not just for him, it is for others, too. He continues his walk. He is getting closer to home now. He recognizes the names of the towns he sees on the signs. The weather starts to change. It is autumn now. The leaves on the trees are turning yellow, orange, and red. The air is cool and crisp. It is a beautiful time of year to walk. He thinks about his family. He misses them very much. He wonders what they are doing. He thinks about his room in his small house. He thinks about his comfortable bed. Finally, one afternoon, he sees it. He sees the familiar shape of the hills around his town. He sees the spire of the small church. He is home. His heart beats faster. A big smile is on his face. He walks a little faster. His feet are not tired. They know they are home. He walks down the main street. It is just as he remembers. Quiet and friendly. People see him. They stop and stare. It's Leo. Leo is back, someone shouts. People come out of their shops and houses. They are smiling and waving. He sees his house. He sees his family standing outside. His mother, his father. They have been waiting for him. He starts to run. He runs the last few meters and hugs his mother and father. It is a long, happy hug. "You're home," his mother says. She is crying happy tears. "You did it, son," his father says, his voice full of pride. Leo is home. The man with the tireless feet has finished his journey. Or maybe, a new one is just beginning.